Hello there, my name is Imole Falami. Today, I'm going to paint a picture of my life for you. That way, you'll understand the story behind my new book titled Moments 365 Devotions. Growing up for me was filled with so much fun and many challenges. I was born into a family of 6, second child, first daughter. Everything was great up until I turned 15. Then everything changed. My parents ran into huge financial problems, one that rendered us homeless. Yes, I was homeless for 3 years of my life. We lived in a car parked in a church. For ease, you know what we did? We divided the car in proportions. The passenger seat was mine. The trunk was where we kept everything related to food. My parents and siblings shared the rest of the car. For over 3 years, I dined with rats and cockroaches. I literally would see cockroaches in our foodstuff. I'll see their feces. At 15, I was exposed to all sorts. I didn't have friends. I always felt ashamed. Life wasn't pleasant. In church where we parked the car, there is a place called Mercyland. It's a secluded area where you go to pray. One day, I went in there and I prayed and cried and prayed and cried for God to get me out of being homeless. I cried until I fell asleep. I would always remember that day. In all honesty, I have never really had it easy in life. I've had to go through many good and not so good times that made me wonder why. Why did I have to be homeless? Why did I have to experience heartbreaks and see some dark part of life? I've had ups and downs and pain and hurt that make me wonder in time past why? Why? Now, I know better. I understand that it's for such a moment like this. For this. Eventually, I made it out of being homeless. I went to the university where I studied applied geophysics. While in school, I became a radio broadcaster and started teaching God's word, and that's how the journey of this book started. This book, Moments 365 Devotions, took me over 5 years, close to 6 years to put together. While writing Moments, I actually wrote and published another book. This book titled Dearly Did. I wrote and published this book within 8 months. But for Moments, I just couldn't finish writing. I'll write and then I'd stop. I'll write and then I'd stop. This used to get me so frustrated. I started writing this book towards the end of my university days. I continued writing while I started working after I got married and moved to the United States. Then all of a sudden, I just couldn't write anymore. The same thing happened after I had my kids, after I went back to school, after I started working. To be ready for this book, I had to go through different phases and seasons of life. I had to go through so many teaching moments and processes to be ready for this work. God's work. Today, I'm happy to inform you that this book is ready for publishing. Finally! This book Moments is God's heart to everyone. It is raw, it's practical, it's easy to understand. It's relatable to everyday life issues. Many times I'd have planned things to write while writing this book, but when I begin writing, I almost do not write those things I plan. I did not write this book. God wrote it through me. I dare not take the credit. When you get your copy of this book, please give it a chance. Please read through and keep reading through. It's a life-changing book. God had you in mind during the writing process of this book. God will meet your needs through moments. So now, I'm done with writing and I thought, yes, it's all over. I didn't know that I just ended one phase and was about to begin another. So I started the editing process. I edited with my younger brother, with my dad, with my husband, with my dad, my friends, and finally professional editors. That phase took about 2 years. So finally, I should be done and ready to publish, right? No. I met Bro Paul Akadi, who is a publicist, and he told me that I was not done and ready to publish because I had to build up my social media presence. I had to go do photo shoots. I had to start posting things on Instagram. I had to start doing videos. That led to this. God created Adam, put him in the Garden of Eden, and told him this: from any tree in the garden, you are free to eat from. But you see this, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, do not eat from it. If you do, you will die. Worry is like a rocking chair. I go forth, I go back, but I go nowhere. It also led to this. God gave me a good man, one that is up. And then we also started the launch preparation. My husband, Tolulope Falami, you played a major role in this project. You're always in front, you're always in the middle, you're always in the background, wherever I need you to be. Thank you. And a big thank you to everyone who has in some way contributed to the success of this project. I really, truly appreciate you. Thank you. Moments 365 Devotions, paperback and ebook is available on Amazon, both here in the US and worldwide. All you have to do is type Imole Folami in your search engine. It's also available on Okada Books for those in Nigeria and West Africa. I want to say a big thank you to everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me through this process. I really, really do appreciate you. God bless.